Welcome back to What Are Tea Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a WZ-113-G FT. It's a tier 10 Chinese tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of Mango1971 of the FILO clan. And FILO stands for first in, last out. Game on. I've met Mango at some of the tank fests, and well, he's rather famous. He actually sent me a replay once when he first got his T67 a pools medal, and that was years ago. Okay, coming up on the lake side. Now it's a big 152mm main round, and it's capable of doing 750 alpha. Ooh. Oh! Well, only 111 hit points, but he did set fire to the guy, or was it somebody else who set fire to him? I think it was a fire. Oh yes, massive fire. He didn't get the hit points, so it wasn't him who actually set fire to that Object 257. But at least he had a chance to see how much damage he actually did. He knocked out quite a few modules on that guy with one shot. Now, 750 alpha, but the penetration with the standard AP rounds is 290mm. And with the heat rounds, that goes up to 300, and I think it's 370. There it is. Oh, well, it disappears very suddenly. It keeps disappearing. Wargaming doesn't want me to see it. 395mm of pen with a heat round. And with the HE rounds, he can do 1100 alpha. And he's still got 90mm of pen with that shot. So technically, with that sort of pen, he could actually hit that leopard and penetrate him with one shot. Is the leopard going to pop out? Well, he's on the move. Yeah, that's a hit. 972 hit points. Oh dear, that leopard's not going to be a happy guy. Now the Waffenträger's moving up, so is he going to do the same? He's got the little gun, not the big gun. Okay, we've moved back into the bush. A lot of the enemy tanks have gone up the hill, but I suspect there's one or two still near their cap area. I think he's just guessing where the enemy might be over there. Not so sure there will be somebody on that spot. A Jagdtiger has been seen. Oh, he fired at the leopard over there, because there is a leopard. But I'm not sure he'd be in that bush. There is a Jagdtiger in sight at F7 at the lookout on the hill. No, I don't think anything hit there. Although the Rambo just said, wow. I'm wondering if he actually saw something because the shell connected. Well, the Jagdtiger has just died, but that was a TVP T5051 who got the kill. And our guys have now moved across the battlefield and are threatening a Guerrilla 15 and an IS-4. I'm wondering if Mango's going to get as close as he can to the lake and then try and hit the enemy tanks on the other side of the field. Well, the Strib 103B, he's off. He's decided to cut straight across the field. We know there's a T49 up on the ramp, so that wouldn't be a good idea to go next to that. Go close enough to the lake, they'll be spotting you. If that DBV does spot the T49, then Mango could take the guy out with just one shot. At the moment, we're saying that there's somebody at the bottom of the ramp. I think they're actually at the top of the ramp. They normally do that. They'll try and hide in the grass or the bushes right at the front. We've only got 2 HE rounds spare. A lot of enemy tanks are near the lake. Instead of going up the hill, it looks like they've actually turned around and or stopped at the rock. Only one's going up the hill. Yeah, Arty's definitely trying to hit the tanks that are behind the rock. The one thing I could suggest is that Mango could back up, go lakeside this side of the map, and cut down and add to the attack that's going on the enemy cap area at the moment. There's the T-49. Oh, and that's bad news. The DBV went down. The T-49 was probably applying pressure to that DBV. He was taken out of the game by the enemy Striv. The Waffenträger's pulling back. Oh dear, he's gone down. Waffenträger taken out by the Heshbon. Well, that kind of indicates the Heshbon's a lot closer than is showing on the minimap. He's probably halfway up. It's showing that he's halfway up the hill, but I suspect he is a lot closer. And there's the T-49. He's popped up, and we'll have that. And in fact, yep, nice hit. 775. It's a high roll. And in fact, actually, he goes out the game because he was taken out by M60. He was reduced to a one-shot by Mango's huge gun. Okay, here comes the Leopard. Is he going to pop up for us? I think he's going into the bushes. He's thinking about it. There's a possibility the Leopard's got the Commander's vision system. If so, then he would be able to see through the bushes and know where Mango is. The other interesting thing is that our guys have come down from the, or 3 of our tanks got killed on the hill. Oh, here comes the Leopard. Okay, tried it again. And more than likely tried again after this. Oh, and there's one of the enemy tanks coming down the other side, the WZ-113. And he gets 638. Reduced or one shot. We do have a long reload, and we have been spotted. But the WZ-113 has gone down. We just, ow. There's a Striv up there as well, so we need to vacate this position immediately. There's a Jaegeru up on the hill, on the ramp. Now, line it up and hit that. Yep, he got a hit. And it's a high roll again for 799. And he took damage afterwards as well. Now we can deal with the Leopard. Unfortunately, he's looking at the Jaegeru. It doesn't look as if there's any more enemy tanks coming down from the hill. But it does look as if we've got the Jaegeru looking directly at us. Our bat chap vacated his previous position, so did the FB3805, and they've gone to the lakeside, which is actually a good idea. They're further away from the enemy, but we just briefly saw the gorilla, and we've got the side of the Jaeger. Worth trying. Yep, he got him. 650. It's a low roll, but it was a hit. The enemy are up by 2 at the moment. We could take out that leopard. That would be a start. He's spotting for them at the moment. And now we've got the tiger mouse in sight. So pull back and put a round through him. There he is. Oh, he's gone behind the barn. But he's going to come out the other side. That's it. In fact, we could actually shoot through the window. Shoot through the window. Got the side of him. Oh, missed it. That would have been funny. That shot would have come. He would have thought he was safe behind the building, and then he would have got a hit. Oh, and the Arty knows where we are. But yes, he did get him through the window, and he took out the tiger mouse. Great shot. It's always funny when you see a tank go down because they park behind an obvious window. Oh, and now we've got another one, Progetto 65, coming up the lakeside. Now the Striv might be able to sort him out, but we could kill him with one shot if he poked his nose out. At the moment, we're holding the enemy back from actually attacking over the this side of the lake. The closer lake. Here comes the leopard! Oh, and we've been spotted. Oh, and they're still firing at us. No, don't pop out! Well, the Arty is certainly giving that leopard a bit of attention. We were double bush when we fired that last one, so he didn't see it, but he does pump around back at us. And I think that's more just firing at the spot rather than hitting us through the viewfinder. And he got the kill! The leopard goes down. And now that's put it in our favour, because we're one up on the enemy now, and they've only got 2 Arties and 2 tank destroyers. Okay, now that's to move away from that, because the enemy RT still thinks we're there, considering how much damage has come out of that little rock. And there's the FB4005 over to the other side of the lake. Now, stay on that guy there, because he's the one that everyone's focusing on now. Even the RT are having a go. And he went down to a one-shot there. And he's out the game now. It's perfect. Now we can return the favour and actually go back lakeside towards the last remaining enemy, the Striv 103B. And everybody on our team is now surging forward. I wouldn't go this way. I would definitely go the other side. Even the RT are headed towards the enemy cap. We've got 2 minutes left. We need to get everybody in the cap, and if anybody from the enemy team turns up, well, we'll hit them. Yes, the RT might have been on the move, but we have been seeing shells rain in, so one of them is still active. And there's one of the enemy. Oh, it's the Striv! And he hits him for 755, which is a high roll. But we can still see him because he's close enough. Now he's going to hit us with 105mm rounds, but we can take him out. Yes! Brilliant! Excellent! Mango gets the kill on the Striv. He was the last one we needed to worry about. And now it's just time to get to the enemy cap area. Well, he's decided he's going to go up high. And we're into the last minute. I'm guessing he thinks that the enemy Arty's on the way, but we've capped out, and that's it. The game's over, and we've won. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second class tank for Mango1971 of FILO in the WZ-113-G FT. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, And he got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. And his win rate was 6,563, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see that the highest damage in the game was actually the Progetto 65 on our team, who actually picked up a high caliber for 6,969 hit points of damage. That's a lot. Second place was Mango. He got 6,518. Yes, he had a good run of late shots, which really did a lot of damage to the enemy, and of course took out one very important player on the enemy team towards the end, the Strib 103B. He got 6,518 hit points. And in third place, it was the Leopard 1 on the enemy team. He got 4,924 hit points of damage. When it came to the number of kills, we can see the top scorers were in fact all the top ones. The Progetto 65 got 3, Mango got 3, and so did the Batchat 155-55 on the enemy team. So yes, their Arty was very active, but not active enough to actually do enough damage and not enough to disable Mango. So Mango kept going and kept pumping in those shots. So when it came to base XP, we can see top scorers, the Progetto 65, 1,318. He's the only one with over 1,000 base. 990 went to Mango, and 958 went to the FB3805 on our team as well, who was also very good. He got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on our team. Their T49 got a patrol duty, and their T57 got the booby prize. He got a cool-headed because he got hit by so many players at the same time, which started a huge fire, and then he just burned up. So, yes, interesting game. Let's have a look at detail. Well, he fired 14 rounds, Mango, but he got 10 direct hits and 9 penetrations, 1 splash, damage of 6,518, of which 4,564 were at more than 300 meters. He received 6 hits from the enemy, 2 of which were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and 5 hits by way of splash damage, well, mostly from Arty fire, 780 hit points of damage blocked by armor. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did 1,351 hit points of spotting assist in the game. On a premium count, he actually made 40,912 credits. He also picked up 7 bonds for this being tier 10, and 2,970 experience points as well out of the game. But yes, the best thing is that it all came good for him at the end, because all of these tanks started appearing, and he's just annihilating them with that huge caliber. The Strib coming up behind him was a real surprise, because honestly, that Strib should have been down the other end getting defender medals. But what he tried to do was come up and remove Mango from the game, and instead Mango removed him. So it didn't work out too well for him. So yes, a good game. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. It was certainly a very, very interesting one, because almost a nail-biting one, because of course it went virtually the full distance, but they managed to gap out and win in the end. It would have been nice if they could have got the Arty as well, but I think they were just being too sneaky for our team to actually get them in the end. But certainly, I love some of those shots, especially when Mango took virtually all of their hit points off them, tanks like the FB4005, and then the rest of the team piled on in and took the tank out of the game. So it really did work. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, and thank you for watching.